Dear friends, greetings to all. Firstly, it is of utmost importance to grasp the true meaning of the word Bhakti. It represents a divine, detached, and limitless form of love that is free from any conditions or expectations. This is a characteristic that is not inherent or innate to human beings, but rather something that is acquired or learned. This is not characteristic of our modern man, because there are plenty of beliefs, plenty of ideas about what should be done, what is right, what is wrong, how it should be, how it should not be, therefore unconditioned. Simple love is a feeling that enables a person to cherish and delight in every single moment, every single second, experiencing pure joy and happiness throughout. In a positive sense, in the typical sense of the term, it is not achievable for human beings. And when we perceive that a person still has the opportunity, gradually through their own practice of meditation, to enter a state where it becomes possible to perceive amazing sensations of love and some pleasant bodily high sensations, simply through breathing, simply through truly existing in the present moment, in this second here and now, we realize the profound potential of the human mind and the transformative power of mindfulness. By cultivating a regular meditation practice, individuals can tap into the depths of their being, unlocking a profound sense of love and connection, and experiencing the blissful sensations that arise from being fully present in the here and now. It is an extraordinary miracle, a kind of satori, something that becomes accessible to an individual when they are in a certain state of mental inactivity, in a particular state of emotional inactivity, refraining from discussing themselves or their subpersonalities that may also be positioned inside, and express something or prompt the person to something specific, such as taking action or making a decision. First and foremost, it is like in karma yoga, the awareness of experiencing in the present moment all of one's expressions and actions, not for oneself, but for God. So everything you do not just do it, but you do it with love, passion, and unwavering devotion for God in your heart and soul. In each and every moment, you have the ability to sing praises to God within yourself through the use of mantras, prayers, or any other means that you find suitable. So you make an effort to live each and every moment in a way that serves as a testament to your love for it, aiming to express those profound feelings residing within you and channel them in a manner that leads you to the very source, allowing you to establish a deep connection with it and showcase the immense extent of your love and devotion towards it, ensuring that your affectionate sentiments are conveyed with utmost sincerity and authenticity. How grateful you are to Him for every moment you receive life. You receive the opportunity to experience this reality here and now. You receive the chance to encounter this actuality in the present time. When you have an experience of at least something, it is always better than having no experience or not experiencing anything. Lack of ability to perceive. Do you have a clear understanding of what I am saying? It is significantly harsher as a punishment that you actually exist, but you are completely unable to perceive or comprehend anything at all. Friends, Bhakti and Bhakti Yoga, initially and primarily, I will send you naturally to engage in your duties. This is Vivekananda speaking to you. The work I am referring to is called Bhakti Yoga. Within the divine sphere, there are numerous different ways of self-expression and exploration that one can engage in. There exists an art of creating an altar where you have the ability to place photographs, lines of lineage, and the process of transmission. In your understanding, usually these are photographs of teachers, certain deity statues that deeply resonate with you, something that you create to connect with those images, with those energies that concern you, and that, as it seems to you, give you small pieces of that same honey, that same knowledge, that same inner gold that can be synthesized within you through your inner alchemical machine. These photos serve as a means for you to tap into the wisdom and essence they embody, allowing you to access and cultivate your own transformative power, your own alchemical journey of self-discovery and growth. And this creation within oneself, it is of great value, as every individual possesses their unique inner essence, and each person has the ability to create their own distinctive inner space, which is a reflection of their inner world and personal journey. And this space is already presented, depending on the worlds he moves into and the deities he prays to, in the specific manner that is relevant to each world and each deity. I highly recommend that everyone study this work and suggest actively seeking out your own sources that can provide you with a profound sense of this connection, a deep understanding of this connection with your inner essence, the divine sphere. In my opinion, this is truly indispensable for every individual because without it, what is the purpose of our existence? We live for the sole purpose of comprehending this reality, allowing it to manifest through us. Therefore, it is of utmost importance to cultivate a profound comprehension of this reality as it gives meaning and significance to our lives. Gaining an understanding of love is advantageous when there is truly a certain measure of not just freedom, but also of the right logic, so to speak. It is important to grasp the essence of love, as it encompasses not only a sense of liberation, but also a sound rationale, if you will. So logic still needs to be present. Yes, some understanding, not some internal law and some strong internal organization, but simple mechanisms of a sober, correct, logical scheme. They never harm, they always prove to be beneficial, and they consistently contribute to the overall effectiveness of any system or process. When we witness that, when referring to pure, unconditional love, individuals commence to veer so much towards, let's say, freedom, that it initiates a process of gradual transformation in them, both mentally and physically. We can see how deeply love can impact and reshape a person's entire being. So this freedom should still remain within logically reasonable boundaries, not to mention established frameworks, but with a sense of sobriety, that is some level of correctness, which for a normal psyche is natural and of course logical, without any exaggeration or unnecessary restrictions that could hinder its inherent essence and purpose. Freedom, which from great love transforms into something unfamiliar, for a typical psyche, this is already the situation. An extreme and fanatical adherence to certain ideas, which became distorted into hostility, ultimately transformed into what may be perceived as good intentions, so to speak, but not in the right direction, leading to unintended consequences and potential harm. Thus, I hereby inform you that any works, even those found in my school literature, which I highly recommend to you, should always be thoroughly checked and evaluated against what is commonly referred to as a sober, good, logical, reasonable perspective, something that any reasonable, sober, normal, mentally healthy person can objectively assess and confidently affirm, well, this is undeniably beautiful, this is truly great, oh, how remarkably cool, oh, how genuinely magnificent. When it becomes like, oh, so strange for a person who is mentally normal, it is like the guys went too far and crossed boundaries that were unacceptable. In my opinion, I believe that there might already be distortions and dissent existing in the current situation we are facing. If we observe that love in freedom has surpassed all boundaries, and this love is already expressed in a manner that truly entails violence against one's own body or another body, I believe that this can no longer be classified as love. This is already indicative of a mental disorder. So, a person is already lost in their dysfunctions. There, perhaps some entities are helping him, perhaps something else, some negative channels, including towards the head. Yes, a lot comes to the back of the head, disrupts the sacrum, disrupts the innervation, yes, genitourinary system and sensations and so on. That's why people are engaged in who knows what, but for them it's love. I desire to inform you that in the practice of Bhakti, first and foremost, it involves a deep merging of the mind and heart. In other words, Tantra, it doesn't really have any connection or association to any physiology. Therefore, it is mainly focused on spiritual merging, the act of merging with the divine in a profound and meaningful way. So it's not about exposed bodies, it's not about particular exercises where you have to make contact with each other in specific locations, inhale in a specific manner, and so on. It's about the cognition of the divine, the interweaving with the divine essence, and the profound connection to the divine nature. So these are incredibly lofty and remote things that are actually quite challenging to comprehend and grasp fully. In order to access these realms, you must open your channels, you must perceive them, you must comprehend the inner alchemy. To comprehend, you possess an adequate amount of this honey. Inside, you synthesized for this merger to happen, or actually, you have no potential for it at all. Yes, or actually, there isn't even this honey. Yes, there are just distorted sensations. Yes, with imagination and a broken psyche. I will provide you with this information. You certainly should not start with that. You should commence your process by, well, yoga, yes, and the way I understand it, that is, if you have a need to evoke certain divine sensations within yourself through an altar, it will suit you perfectly and be an ideal practice for connecting with the divine energy that resides within each of us and cultivating a deeper spiritual connection. Initially, you can read all of this, learn about the art of creating an altar, make an altar for yourself, and meditate in front of it, paying attention to the images, experiencing the sense of incense through touch, and other related practices. All of this will indeed create a particular mental orientation towards the sphere from which you desire to receive the original particles of high spiritual inner substance that can then be cultivated and developed to enhance your spiritual journey and deepen your connection with the divine realm. If you already possess, and I believe many individuals already possess, some inner understanding of your own, then you do not need all of this, because at any given moment you can fully immerse yourself inside yourself and feel that very potential, that very impulse, that sacred holy quality of your bliss that you have achieved or have the ability to achieve. This inherent knowledge allows you to tap into your innermost being and embrace the profound essence of your own joy, a state of being that is both sacred and divine and within your reach. And correspondingly, in accordance with this, you can gradually go deeper simply by directing your focus on your breath, paying attention to it. Redistributing this attention inside and outside your body allows you to redistribute attention with your breath throughout your field structure. It enables you to make accents somewhere, to see gaps, and somehow, if you can move in a truly deep process of restoring yourself with love and gratitude to God, while accepting everything that happens around, this ability to redistribute attention can manifest anywhere, in any process. Whatever you do in your life, some part of you always remains connected to this process, allowing for a continuous flow of attention and energy. Embracing this practice can lead to a profound and transformative experience of self-restoration. A portion of you is extremely accustomed to observing this moment here and now, so used to knowing that it is all true and right, that in this moment you constantly feel like this is it, the ultimate truth and the perfect reality that you have been seeking and longing for. And then it also becomes somewhat mechanical, so you need to change direction once more, alter something once more, make another adjustment, modify again, switch again. If you have already traversed the roads of India, produced countless works around sacred places, explored every destination where Buddha has been, undertaken pilgrimages here and there, and ventured to the majestic Himalayas, perhaps there will come a time when you need to transform something within yourself, go, on the contrary, into society, go somewhere else, engage in some business projects, do something else, because the way you've been walking, it no longer works. Well, if you haven't traversed the roads of India yet, haven't experienced their dust, and haven't explored 1100 ashrams, haven't completed 1001 yoga exercises, maybe it would be logical to begin with this. At the very beginning, undoubtedly, it is imperative to create an altar for yourself. You must read Vivekananda's works on Hatha Yoga and, utilizing his wisdom, commence connecting with the source. Sending love and warm regards to everyone, my dear friends. May you be surrounded by divine light and an abundance of love.